Welcome back, beer tubers. Ryan here, back to another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me. Today we're looking at another Dogfish Head beer. For some reason, this beer has never been distributed out here in California, although we've been getting Dogfish Head beers for at least a few years now. And this is their India Brown Ale. I've actually never had it, and it just recently showed up around here within the last month or so. It's a 7.2%, what they're calling a clean, well-hopped brown ale brewed with caramelized sugar. So let's get it open and I'll see what I think about it. Okay, it definitely pours out a brown color. There's little hints of like a dark mahogany on the bottom of the glass. It's pretty opaque though. Definitely not black though. Got about a half finger of the kind of tan into borderline really light brown color. Mostly medium-sized bubbles. Hard to see how much carbonation's coming up. I don't know if this one's bottle conditioned or not. Doesn't look like it is. But probably not filtered very heavily. Let's get the aroma. The malt's sticking out for the most part. Get a lot of toasty nuttiness from it. A lot of sweet bread, huge biscuit notes actually. It has like a drying, bready biscuit character to the nose. A little bit of sweet caramel coming up from the bottom. I'm not getting much hops. I wonder how old this bottle is. Bottled on July 6th, so this is almost 2 months old, so it does have some age on it. I didn't look up the hops, but I'm getting a little bit of like an herbal, grassy note to it. Like no really apparent citrus is coming through on the nose. Smells like pretty malty. Maybe it'll have more bitterness on the flavor. Well, let's dig in. Cheers. No, that's nice. A bit more bitterness on the tongue than maybe your typical, English style brown ale. It's definitely an American style brown ale. It's just kind of like an imperial version with like a little more hop character. On the bottle they mentioned it being clean and well hopped. I don't know about well hopped, but it certainly does have a cleaner character. Certainly more hop presence than a typical, even American brown ale, but nothing into that sort of like brown IPA. So I've been drinking on this one a bit more, and it's actually, the hop character's really snuck up on me. I wasn't getting a whole lot when I first started drinking this. Maybe it's because I've let it warmed up a tad more. It had been out of the fridge probably 15 minutes before I started the review, but I'm getting more of that kind of sweeter citrus note to the beer, and it's a really well balanced beer overall. Up front, it's a very clean, like a Magnum type of bitterness, just not attacking your tongue, but letting you know that there's some hop character to it. Get a little bit of like a sweet grapefruit, maybe a tad bit of sweet or orange. There's still a little bit of like an herbal, piney undertone to it. Then it goes right into the brown ale characteristics. Big nuttiness, big biscuit notes on it. You get maybe like a touch of roast on the back end. The beer dries out really nicely. It balances out wonderfully because there's a lot of sweetness up front. Some of that caramel character comes through as well. Not the most overly complex beer, but a really nicely drinking, solid example of the style. I'm going to go B+ on this one. I think it's definitely above average. I wonder why it took so long to come here, because this is a nice brown ale. It's got some good hop character. Don't know about being to like an I.P.A level of hop character, but one of the better brown ales out there. I certainly recommend it if you're not into traditional English style brown ales. This would be a good beer to go to because it has that extra American hop character to it. And at 7.2%, you're not getting any alcohol character on it too, so it's actually pretty easy and seems to be quite sessionable beer to drink at that level. So it's going to wrap it up for India Brown Ale from Dogfish Head. Check it out. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.